In my last video, I wanted to show lots of code in a Blender scene. The problem is, I want it to be colorful and nice to look at. For that, I created a custom setup taking colors from VSCode and putting them into Blender. This means I had to make a VSCode extension in JavaScript, a Python Blender script, and all that to show my C++ game engine code. I thought it'd be a simple quick project, just a Python Blender script and we're done. A very popular code highlighting package for Python is Pygments. I like it because it can output style text or tokens. Tokens here are just additional info for our text. The tokens from Pygments are parts of our code with labels, so it knows what color it's supposed to be. Like these parts of code with the token called name are all black. But looking at the output next to VSCode, we can see that it's just not colorful enough. I'd like it to be the same. It seems that Pygments has a limited set of tokens it's using. I wonder if VSCode uses tokens too. Yes, VSCode does use tokens for coloring the code, so here's the plan. Take the tokens from VSCode, put the code into Blender, combine them and color the code like in VSCode. How do we get the tokens out of VSCode? We can write a simple extension to find tokens for the selected code, but there's a slight problem. VSCode has two token systems and we need to use both because sometimes one of them isn't enough. One of them is really easy to use in the extension. It's called Semantic Token Provider and we just call VSCode command to export the tokens. But the other one is a mysterious black box filled with secrets called text-made grammars. It uses a complex setup and we can't simply look into it. Luckily, there's a handy package for that, which we can use in our extension. We thank the creator and use it with care. Our extension looks at the selected code and takes tokens only for that piece of code. It returns a handy debug message with the token data, so we just copy it and move on to make the Blender script. I don't think many people actually use the scripting features in Blender, but it's not that spooky once you realize that it's just Python. The setup looks like this. We get the text and the two token sources. We then generate the Blender text object and go through it character by character and try to look if we find any tokens at that position. If we do, we try to get the color for the token from a color map and apply it to the text. The nice thing is that the tokens are hierarchical, meaning each token is a chain of categories like entity.name.type or entity.name.function. We don't need to define the colors for each possible token. We can define the colors higher up in the hierarchy, like saying everything under entity.name should be blue. This makes the color map smaller and easier to manage. In code, when we find a token, we break it into its parts and look through the color map. If we don't find a match, we remove the last part and check again. So for entity.name.function, if we don't find anything, we try it again with entity.name, and if we still don't find anything, we try entity. This is cool because we're in control of the colors, allowing us to have any theme we want. And we can do this for any programming language that VSCode supports. We just have to redefine the color map. Putting it all together with my favorite font, VSCode, we can do things like this. The code looks like it jumped out of VSCode into a 3D scene. And it looks exactly the same. Except it's glowing, so it's even better. If you enjoy things like this, subscribe and check out my game engine series.